Chickens.
No.
We go 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, we are live. Okay. None of my filters or anything came over, so I'm gonna sound like shit for most of this episode. Great.
Oh no. Is there something you can do to reboot, restart, start over?
No. We're just gonna go with it.
Okie doke.
It's just my voice isn't gonna sound as sultry as it normally does.
I think you sound great to me. Of course, we're listening in Discord.
Yeah, exactly. It's running through, a bunch of filters to get to the people.
We have
get the
JD's.
raw feed.
We have JD's sultry sound, so we're good.
Tis just something I offer up every week. Nobody has to do it. Nobody volunteers. I go ahead and do it, but I do offer up free inspiration if anybody in the party wishes to do the recap.
Go ahead, fellas.
Oh, I'll do it this week. So, after being attacked by goblins in the night, we tried to get a bit more rest, and woke the next morning to being joined by our friend Samwise, who had managed to catch up with us in the overnight hours. We set out again, continuing on towards the ruined temple in the swamp. And we came upon a cry for help out of the wilderness.
Help me.
That was kind of what it sounded like. Yeah, help me, help me,
help me, Tom Cruise.
Wow, references and stuff. So we went chasing off into the muck and mud, and we found a guy who I never really got a good personal handle on as far as what his character actually looks like or is. But,
Okay.
We found a guy being pursued by a hill giant and its owlbear companion. And, we intervened aggressively, saved his life, and ended the lives of the hill giant and the owlbear. Our newfound friend was suffering from a rather large and nasty bump on his head. So he could not tell us really much about himself, where he was from, what he was doing in the swamps, anything of the kind, really. But he joined up with us to basically seek some shelter from the storm, so to speak. We continued into the swamps. We made camp. And as we slept, our dreams were disturbed. Apparently, an evil hag infiltrated our dreams and attempted to lure us into her trap. We fought her off in the dream world. It remains to be seen if we have truly vanquished her.
Fantastic work.
Awesome.
Well,
and we are going to pick up from there, guys. Yeah. As we here, pick up back in camp. All of you have woken up. Masters. Thought it was me.
It's manic.
What is the sound?
Here it is. Blowing or
Maybe if you leave the chat and come back in, because usually the filters pick up all that extra.
Yeah, I'll just jump out and come back in.
We
Is that better or is it still there?
Shake your
It's
head
still
real,
there.
real fast. Yeah, it sounds like you're in a helicopter.
Yep. Not a whole lot we're gonna be able to do about it now. So,
I'll just turn the fan off.
oh, it's a fan.
Most
Bro, look at
likely.
them muscles, man. Jeez, bro.
I gotcha.
It's hot in this
Oh.
country, so.
Swole. Fellas. So we have all woken up from this nasty nightmare. And you all approach the fire. Do you guys want to talk about what happened, or are you all going to go back to bed? How are we going to do this? I will
I just
leave it up to
wanna-
you guys.
I wanted to take a second now that I'm starting to regain a little bit of my consciousness and snap back from my heel giant headache that I had. And thank you guys for saving my life, because without a doubt, if y'all weren't there, I would be, who knows, probably being served on a giant's dinner table by now.
Okay, so you want to address the party?
Oh yeah, that's what I was. I was talking to my friends. We were around the campfire, and I was just saying how thankful I am. Even the short guys, I really appreciate y'all. I'm not usually running with, halflings and dwarfs of the kind, but you guys are changing my mind, and I'm in your debt and forever grateful.
Well, there's no doubt the giant would have killed you. Damn near did anyway.
Yes.
Fortuitously, we were able to slay the fell beast and its companion and harvest some parts. So you're welcome, I guess.
So, anybody else want to address our guest, or
I was
are we
about to
ready
say.
to move on?
I was about to say we're a bit of a tough audience, but fortuitously, I am also looking for an indentured servant, so it's convenient you showed up.
You know, coming from anybody else, I would think that was a joke. Coming from Sam, I'm not sure we can.
Oh, I'll just look at Elos and just point him as long as you don't make short jokes.
You know, it's fine. I just can't reach that far.
Hey, what are you gonna do, Sam?
Gonna shake my head.
Jump off one of these stumps and slap me in the knee, bro?
Wow. Shots fired.
But now I'm standing in the smoke, so my character's just gonna
Oh,
get back over here.
Sir Dinnigan
Gonna-
looks across at everybody and he goes, I don't know what all the commotion is about. I slept just fine.
Sure you did.
Just some casual racism. Don't worry about it.
I mean,
Start in again.
Sir Dinnigan is here for some casual racism.
Hey, Sir Dingy, I meant to ask you, are you
What
are you
did
human?
you call me?
I'm speaking very clearly. Sir Dingy? You don't look elven to me.
I'm not Elvin, you peasant, and you shall
Oh.
address me as Sir Dinnigan.
Listen, you're talking to the wrong guy. I don't even think you really helped save my life, so I owe my friends here my gratitude. But you, what were you doing? I don't remember you in the fight.
I was looking after my horse. Don't you worry about what I was doing. You're the
What
one
was
who
your
got
mom doing
yourself
here?
in that. Excuse me?
Oh, I might have misheard you. I'm new to this, peasant talk. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Stuffed crust. Man, I can't get it going. Let's
That is a name for the list. That is what that is. Gentlemen, I bid you adieu. I shall see you in the morning.
Well,
Good night, Sir Anakin.
sleep tight.
I think I upset
Don't
your
call-
friends.
Don't call us if the nightmare comes back.
Oh, Manic, you were the last one on watch. It was about 3 a.m. when all this commotion happened, but you guys can go ahead, go to sleep, and benefit from a long rest after your level up if you didn't already.
All right. So we level 4, level 5.
Level 4.
Oh,
You sure about that?
Yes, I am damn sure.
got any of them tasty levels for you?
I happen to know the milestones, and the hag was one of them.
I'll start rubbing my fingers together, waiting for this next milestone.
There you go.
DM,
Yes.
I can't get into Beyond. I've got
At
my
all?
character sheet, but I can't see any map. It won't let me in.
Hmm.
Ran into an error while loading the map.
So
Please
that happens.
retry.
That happens sometimes. To
All right.
get access. So
I
yeah,
had that, I think, in the first time you used it. I don't think refreshing ever
yeah.
got it for me. I think I had to close my browsers.
Sometimes
Yeah.
that's what you got to do. It's almost
Yep,
like
I just closed the browser and I'm going back in.
it's almost like Wizards of the Coast spent the bare minimum amount of money they could to get some kind of feature working, and then threw it out there.
Once they get
Okay.
the initiative tracker in place, I'll be 100% happy.
Yeah. I wish they could implement dynamic lighting, but hey, that's what bogs people's computers down. So
Yeah, it's true.
that's why I use D&D Beyond the maps, because I run into a lot of players who you end up, one fight takes 4 hours because
Their computers suck. Anyway,
500.
I said that.
500.
I said
ping.
Ron, is the sun up where you're at, bro? Sorry. Out of
Be right back, guys.
Yeah. The sun is up in California. Yes, it is.
Sorry, who's AFK? Whose pants can I pull down?
Elos.
It's definitely Elo. Hey,
His
hey,
pants.
listen, I'm not gonna sit here and let you watch. I'm not about to watch you do that, bro.
Oh, it's more than
Roll.
there's many days to come.
A sleight of hand check, Sam.
I cast guidance.
I'm gonna obviously.
Roll for pants.
I would like to
never
help
mind.
Elos keep his pants up.
Never mind. I'll write with the one.
Should be hard. Looks like somehow Sam accidentally pulled his own pants down. He's like, ah!
Yeah, that's not
Surprise!
Wow. The PG rating just got lost.
Good.
I'm going back to my
Yeah,
stuff.
me too.
We're 20 minutes in, and this is just falling apart. I've lost control.
Roll for initiative.
You guys are nowhere near a mountain, but there's a rock slide. You're all dead.
Rocks fall. Party dies.
All right, enough of these games. If you want to look at his butt, you ask him nicely when he comes back. I'm going to sleep.
I'm going to sleep too.
You bunking with Sir Dennigan?
Yep. Weird.
So, okay, do you actually
the
walk
front
into
porch.
his... Do you walk... Oh, you don't walk into his tent?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm pretty upset by the way he talked to me earlier. So once everyone goes to bed, I'm gonna walk in there on the slick Rick.
Okay, roll a stealth check.
Natural one.
So you come through, and Sir Dennigan obviously sits up and sees you, but you notice as you walk into this tent, you are suddenly in like a palatial master suite bedroom with a 4-post bed. There's an armoire. There's just this table laid out with all of this food and confectionery. And there is like a bear rug on the ground. And Sir Dennigan is sitting up in his bed with a magical light floating above him, reading from a book. And this is my tent.
Oh well, I'm gonna try to deceive him and act like I'm his friend here, but I just wanted to apologize for earlier. But I gotta ask you, what the hell's going on in here?
Whatever do you mean? This is my traveling tent.
Well, you living high up on the hog, you can't even get in a fight with us.
I will have you know, sir, that I am a knight in the army of Minhal, of the noble family of Upper Crust, and I shall live at my station, and you should live at yours.
You see, I see through your whole little game here. I see right through it.
There's no games here. There is
It's time
a
to come clean
hierarchy.
because I know who you are.
Oh, this should be good. And he closes his book. Who, man, I just met, am I?
I know, all right? So just be honest.
I am Sir Dennigan Upper Crust of the noble Upper Crust in Brighton.
All right, well, I'm telling all your friends about this, and I guess I gotta believe you. But this isn't over, bro, and I don't like your haircut.
Braun, we must be rid of this trash at some point tomorrow on the road. There's somewhere that we can put this guy.
I'm pretty sure he's more useful than you are.
Who said... You can't hear me.
This is your
Elos,
conscience.
why are your pants down?
So the night goes. Nobody attacks you. You guys wake up in the morning and you ready breakfast. If you have rations in your pack, mark them off. Any water skins, they're down a quarter.
Okay.
If there's anything, any spells or rituals you guys need to perform on yourselves before the day.
Oh, I have a find familiar, don't I? A ritual spell?
Oh, sweet. A friend from my familiar.
Hey, Pippin's got a buddy.
Do you allow risk casting?
Do I allow what? Rest casting? You cast something and then rest? Depends
No,
on
like rules as written. They allow you to, as long as you don't do anything too strenuous in the last hour of like your long rest, you can basically cast spells off before you get them back.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
Sweet.
the whole point of
Mage
this.
armor up.
8 hours of mage armor. Trust me, you're going to need it. I mean, let's go. It's probably going to be an uneventful travel north.
What could possibly go wrong? Dum dum dum.
Keep challenging me. Were you able
Yes.
to get the map up?
Nope.
Okay, well, I'm going to switch maps real quick,
Okay.
and then I'll have you try to reload it then.
Hey, I'm in.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Oh, that was quick.
That map.
Just like we drew it up.
Sometimes that helps too. So, you guys are on your way to here. You kind of cut into the swamps a little more than you wanted to, thanks to Bronmir's just fantastic survival skills.
Hey, I rolled an 11. That's not horrible.
So, who wants to start today's travels off?
Oh, I think
I'll
after
get it.
Bronmir's performance yesterday, I'll do it.
What? Okay, I'll cast guidance on you.
Oh,
because
why, thank
need
you.
help. So add a
Well.
D4.
Okay. There is a 17
Nice. So
plus
you
a
guys-
guidance. Makes it a dirty 20.
Yeah. Okay. So, you guys are picking up the pace, and you're out of the swamps and back into the grasslands, and making much better time. Who wants to make the next roll?
I can give it a go if you like.
Oh,
It's just survival, isn't it?
Yep.
Womp.
Bronze
Ooh,
are
not great.
bronze
14.
archaic, right?
I'll
Yes.
give you guidance as well.
There you
So
go.
you can add a D4 to that.
About 15.
That's pretty damn good.
Guess what? 15's better than better than average. And you guys do. You make it through. And it's here that you guys come into this area.
Reading a spell. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Oh my god. If I got you that paranoid. You
I'll
see
pay
this,
off one time.
what looks like an old entrance towards the temple area, and there's some broken statues in front of you, and everybody make perception checks.
Not great.
That's a
Wow.
21.
Saw 21 up there.
Elos and Tiz, you guys, you can hear goblinoid speech patterns coming from ahead of you, but they're not speaking goblin. Does anybody speak Orcish?
Yes.
So do I.
Okay. You guys can kind of make out what they're saying. Elos, you don't speak Orcish, but you can hear them the best. So unfortunately, you're not getting this, but it sounds like a couple.
If I may, sir,
Yeah, go ahead.
hearing voices, I am going to go ahead and activate my psychic whispers. And I am going to set up my little communications network between myself, Braun, and Samwise.
Yep, absolutely. So this
And that is good for 3 hours. As long as you guys stay within a mile of me.
Well, that's nice.
Yes, it is.
So you guys, this is kind of a little area. If you guys want to investigate the statues and stuff, you can. This is a little prep area to kind of tell me what order you guys are going to start approaching. You have a feeling that this temple that you've been looking for is kind of just beyond the trees.
Could I use my stone cunning to see if I can figure out the origin of the stonework?
Absolutely. You want to go up there and investigate the stonework? Can you read that for me as it is exactly described? I've seen it used before, but
Okay. Whenever you make an intelligence history check related to the origin of stonework, you're considered proficient in the history skill and add double your proficiency to the die check.
So,
Yeah, and
So
how old is Braun?
somehow I rolled advance. 66.
Okay, so not that old, but I will go ahead and allow you to go
Not
up
that old.
and investigate the statues with a history check.
Just gonna climb up this tree, look for some
Or
apples.
religion. I'll let you pick.
Okay, I think we'll use religion.
16. That's good. You're looking over these collapsed statues, and there's a symbol on the chest that still can kind of be made out. It's of a quill inside of an ink pot, and it is deep black obsidian. And with a 16 religion check, that is not any known good god. It is the symbol for Zithraxis before he fell to the evil pantheon. So this temple at one point is old enough, you gather, that it is from before the fall of Zithraxis into the evil pantheon. And before Zithraxis fell, he was considered a god of balance and justice.
But now he's the
Now
he's the
leads
bad guy of shadows.
Yeah.
And so I want to address the party and tell them that, guys, I've been around shady shit enough to know that we are right in the middle of some of it.
Yep.
Yeah. Zithraxis, Tiz, you weren't around when I explained this. So Nyx, the goddess of magic, who bestowed the Godstone to Minhal and gave mortals the ability to use magic, Zithraxis was heavily against giving magic to mortals because he thought it would throw the balance of the planet way off. And he led a rebellion, and the two sides picked their sides, and they went to war. And Zithraxis gave balance and justice away, and now he is darkness and shadows, and he wants to see nothing more than the entire world plunged into darkness. And this looks like it was a temple dedicated to him before that, and since the fall has since been destroyed and left abandoned. In Orcish,
I'm gonna relate that party.
Yeah. Go ahead, Bron. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll give the party that tell the party that information. And but before the war, before they left. So this is old, ancient.
Yeah, millennia. In Orcish, those who can understand it, you hear the goblins from ahead yell at something that you can't see, and they're like, "Quiet down, the ritual's about to start. They don't need you interrupting." And you kind of freeze for a second because you think maybe they were talking about you as you guys were talking here, and kind of relax when you realize that they must be talking to somebody else.
So you're saying it's in Orcish, but we know they're goblins?
Yes, the goblin. I'm saying it's goblin dialect,
Yeah.
so you can hear.
I will draw my sword and looks like there's gold to be made.
Man, always so.
I could.
All right, wait. So you got a plan you want to tell us about, Manic, or was your plan pulling out your swords and running in there?
His plan is always just hack the ears off.
It is much easier to get their hands and ears once they're dead, I find.
Especially goblins. Squirmy
They tend
ass
to move around a little bit too much.
Wise.
Elos.
Can your familiar sneak ahead and take a look around and see what we're looking at?
I'll nod. I will say goodbye to my familiar and tell him to fly ahead.
So I am going to switch maps, and we will just ignore your guys' tokens on this map already, and we will just deal with Pippin. So you can kind of move Pippin along wherever you want Pippin to go, because I know you can see through the eyes.
Poor Pippin, he was a good friend before he got like. Oh, I don't want to give you ideas. Never mind.
Oh, my familiar one is going to be called Pimpin'.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead, Tiz. I've only spent 1.5 years building this thing, super serious, like hitting the books. Just ruin it for me.
No, Pimpin' ain't easy, bro. Come on, you know that.
Okay, so if you're gonna get that close, I'm gonna need a stealth check from Pippin.
But he's in the
I
trees.
about said Pippin. Thanks, bro.
The goblins in the trees. Damn
No,
it, dude.
no, the goblins are
strategy.
around the fire. The goblins are around the fire.
Okay.
If I move the goblin, you could see the old tokens I was gonna use, but now they're just part of the map.
What do you want my buddy Pippin to roll?
Stealth check first of all.
Give me a sec. I'll just see if what he has. Okay, +1.
He's an owl, right?
16.
16 is good enough. Now a perception roll for Pippin.
$21.
Nice. So obviously Pippin sees these two goblins here at the fire, and they look like they're distracted because they're yelling at this little creature inside of this cage. And as you take a closer look through Pippin's eyes, you see that there's actually a fairy. There's a little male fairy. He's a bit atypical from the fairies you've seen in the past. He's got like dove wings instead of like insectoid wings. And he is rattling his cage, and he is talking to the goblins in Goblin. And basically he's like, "Excuse me, gentlemen, this is unnecessary. I wish to be free. I won't tell anybody you're here. Just let me go." And that is
I
what
guess
you
I'll
have
let
seen.
Elos know that we've got what is possibly one of Sir Dennigan's friends in a cage. Does Pippin... Do I see anything else through Pippin's eyes? Apart from the goblin, the fairy, anything
You
else?
are kind of up in the trees, so I will say you can kind of glimpse into the temple through Pippin's eyes. And let me get a smaller eraser here, because I will say that there...
I'm going to look away. I don't want to know.
Oh, I mean, I'm going to basically relay everything anyway.
Right, so you could see that there's a brazier lit, and you can kind of make out a bigger shape than the goblins, but you're not quite sure what that is. And above this brazier floating is this multifaceted black gem that is about, I guess, the size of a basketball. And it's got multiple beams of light coming into it. And now that you see that and you're paying attention, you can kind of hear this low chanting going on inside of the temple.
Okay, I'll let the guys know either something bad is happening or we've come to a disco.
We've come to a disco. It's a goblin fucking rave, guys. That's what we're on to.
The gem is not like a diamond. It's more of a onyx. It's deep black, and it seems to be absorbing all light that hits it.
Okay, I'll just
Samwise
make...
is a wizard, so I will allow you to make an Arcana check real quick.
Sweet. I love rolling dice.
Are they dancing, Sam?
11.
Yeah, you're not quite sure what this is.
All those years of study have obviously paid off.
Love it.
I will fly Pippin north, like along the front side, and then I'll bring him back. Do I need to roll for anything, or does he make it back home safe?
You can go ahead and make it back safe. You already rolled your stealth check.
Do I get does Pippin or I through his eyes see anything else, like
Okay.
going in this kind of direction and back?
Through here, he could have seen that. Through here, he would have seen this.
Okay, I guess while you're exposing, I'll let the guys know that
And
there's definitely a party.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw to not shit yourself the moment you see an orc south of the mountains. Nobody has seen an orc south of the mountains in almost 2,000 years.
Oh my god.
How do I even know what one looks like then?
Because there's drawings and pictures, and you're a learned man.
Not according to my recent rolls, but okay.
So
Lay
does
off-
my man
Lay
shit
off
his
the
pants?
sauce.
I'm gonna make us pay for this if I fail this.
Yeah, your bowels feel weak.
Okay, but I hold strong,
You
right?
hold strong, your knees are knocking. I would only make you do it on a natural one. I guess if you would have
Indeed.
flown him around there, the walls are broken enough that you would pretty much have gotten all this revealed.
Oh, okay.
So he relays that, and now I need you guys to come up with your plan. You hear the chanting of this ritual coming from this temple.
All right.
I mean, we're just gonna go get some ears and hands, right?
Well, let's put some thought into this, because I think we've got the opportunity here to do this the easy way.
What do you have in mind?
All right. So if we've got Pippin and Sam. Sam,
Yes.
if you can give Pippin his fire breathing trick and send him into the room off to the side with the orc and the 3 goblins, he can catch 3 of the 4 guys in that room in one blast. Same time, while you're turning Pippin loose in there, Bronmir and I can take out the 2 sentries out front. Bronmir, you can use your spiritual weapon. You get one of them, and I'll get the other. And we can try to take down half a dozen of these guys before they even know we're here. What do you think? And I look at Sir Dinnigan and I say, I don't care what you think. You're not going to fight anyway.
Challenge accepted.
It's the challenge to not fight. I'll show you. I'll sit this whole thing out.
Yeah, right?
Sounds like a fair plan to me, but let it be known the orcs are mine.
Well, let's deal with them as we go, and we'll do our best. But let's try to go from being outnumbered, 2-1 to being more of a 1-on-1 kind of situation. What do you think?
I think I can be the first dwarf in 1,000 years to kill an orc.
And actually, yeah, Bronmere, the fact that these orcs are south of the mountain deeply offends you. It has been the dwarven job to hold back the orcs since they started writing history. And very few times have they made it through. And the fact that there are orcs here has you questioning how it's possible and who failed.
Are we agreed then?
I like your plan.
I agree.
Manic's like, just get me to the point where I'm cutting the ears, please.
How close do we have to get you, Bron, to be able to get the closest goblin out here?
Within 60 feet.
All right. Sorry?
I was just going to say I have the ability to get right in front of them.
Oh?
I'm reasonably large. I could pass myself as an orc and just walk straight up to him. And the illusion can drop afterwards if he needs. He'll be dead.
Hey, I do have a question for Sam. I haven't really fought orcs before. Goblins don't usually have dark vision, but do orcs have dark vision?
I'm not sure. All I know is I do not have dark vision.
The goblins we fought in the woods the other night did.
Oh, they had dark vision too?
Mm-hmm.
They could see us just fine.
Assholes.
All right. So, Bron, you go after this one here. And with my bow, I've got longer range than that. I can go after this one. So we'll sneak up, get in position, and we'll let Sam kick it off with Pippin's fire breath. What do you think, guys? Is that the way to go?
Yeah.
Plan is sound, yes.
And Manic, I love the idea of disguising you as an orc, but rather than sneak you in, what do you think about sneaking in from the side, passing yourself off as one of those to help build the confusion among them? Do you speak Goblin?
I speak orc.
Even better. All right. So sneak in, do a lot of shouting, and point them off in, some other direction than where we're actually coming from, maybe, and then we can hit them from behind. But
I can just sneak in on the outside and then teleport in when you kick things off, and then I'll just be behind them.
There you go. That works too.
Is one of us going to beeline to the ferry, or we're just going to leave him there?
I'll go to the ferry.
I mean, I say that, but he also might be a possible betrayer.
Yeah,
I'm just going to let him out and let him choose.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
I mean, it's a good idea if he doesn't turn on you. It's going to not be such a great idea if he turns on you. But only time will tell. Plus, I was looking at Frankie's reaction. He's pretty poker face, so I can't really tell if he's got a surprise for us.
I'm just listening. I'm just here to facilitate and tell you a story, guys.
Have you thing to keep in mind.
All right,
they've got the fairy in a box.
Yeah.
Taking the time to set him loose.
Yeah. He could be an ally.
He might be an ally.
Action to Eldritch Blast one of these dudes, like I came here to do.
All right. Let's kick it off.
Do we put our hands in and say team on 3? Well, we got to make sure
Before
we
we
whisper.
sneak off, because I'm not very sneaky, I will cast Disguise Self and turn into an orc.
Okay, there you go.
Which, as it casts, it clearly causes me pain as the illusion takes effect. But then it happens.
Mhm.
Ugh.
That's an interesting way to do that.
Gross, man.
Yeah.
I can hit that first
So-
guy from where I'm at.
Yeah, you're 60 feet away.
Should I go ahead and attack?
Do we need to roll initiative first?
I was going to allow Manic to do his little sneak thing here first, or we can roll initiative and.
Essentially, I want to make my way to around Meow, if possible. Or realistically, just outside one of these windows to the side.
Okay, so.
How about I do this? Somewhere Meow, if that works.
So right in here?
Yeah.
All right, so you make your way in there and poke your head through the window as an orc?
I want to
This is
make
a
my
window.
way towards there that I can kind of see in, but I don't need to be too close because I just need to be within 30 feet. And then when I hear the ruckus kick off, I will bamf in.
So the window is almost exactly 30 feet from the goblins. So if you wanted to stand outside that window, like here.
Yeah, so essentially because I want to be within 30 feet of that spot that I can teleport into just inside the room, if that makes sense.
So this spot right here.
Yeah.
For your teleport, does it have to be an area that you can see?
Let me see. Apologies. Yes.
Okay, so you would have to be looking through the window somewhere.
So however close you think I need to be getting, I will go to there.
So there, I'll say that you can see in from there, and if and when you want to teleport, you can. So the orc disguise isn't to go in there and try and deceive them? Or is it to try to deceive them once the
Once
fight
it
starts?
kicks off.
Okay. Okay, I understand. Yeah, just go ahead and make a stealth roll for standing there.
Ooh, gross.
Getting up to there.
With disadvantage,
Why do you have disadvantage?
because I have half plate.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm.
So that is a 9.
Okay. You guys.
That's why I thought I would turn into an orc first, in case they do see me. They're like, "Well, it's just an orc." Who knows?
You know what? I'm going to roll an insight real quick.
Oh no!
Goblins have shitty insight. I don't know why the fuck you're oh knowing. It's a -2.
They're not known for their wisdom.
And I rolled a 13, so that's an 11. So he does look out and he sees an orc and he thinks nothing of it. All right, who's going next for your little setup here? Or are you guys ready to kick it off and roll initiative?
Well, if I can go, I mean, if we're just going based on where our tokens are already sitting, I've
Yeah,
got
that's-
line,
that's
I've
where
got
you
line
came
of
in.
fire on what I need.
Yep.
So I will
We
go
want
ahead.
Pippin to go up there.
Let's get Pippin in position with the spell ready to go.
Yep. So
And let's
basically
do this
saying
thing.
set up, do your surprise round, then we'll roll initiative. Or we could go ahead and roll initiative now. I'll give you all a surprise round, and then we'll go into initiative from there.
Okay. So just
Sounds
to
good.
confirm, I'm going to cast, and it's going to take him a turn to get there, unless I try
Well-
to stealth there, but I don't want to. So
I was
Just let
saying
me know
I
when
was
we're good to go.
allowing you to make the movement now
okay, cool.
as setting it up.
So we got anything else, or are we good to go?
Did you see my message?
I do need to
Bob?
roll Sir Denigan's initiative. 8. That seems right.
Indeed.
Nah.
Manic and Samwise needs to roll initiative.
12.
Okay.
20.
Nice.
Nice.
Unnatural 20.
Same. What's your dexterity?
Dex is 16.
Same.
Rollies.
What?
Rollies. Each of you roll a d20. Whoever rolls higher is going to go first.
Can I roll to hide?
Okay, Elos, you're up first. All right, guys. Your surprise round kicks off.
All right. I am going for this one here with my short bow.
Okay.
Let's see. Come on. Where are we at? There we are.
I will let you know before you roll, Elos, that
Mm-hmm.
he is a small creature and you are shooting through trees, so he does have 3/4 cover.
Then I will have to sneak closer because I'm not entirely confident in that shot. So from where I am here, where would you say I need to be in order to him not have 3/4 cover from my hiding
You
place?
could probably come to the trees down here, and then you're not shooting through trees.
Okay. Then I will make that move. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Do I need to make a stealth check for you?
No, they're surprised. That stealth roll
Okay.
has already been made.
All right.
So you have
In
advantage.
that case. Actually, that means I have extra advantage. I took Elven Accuracy at 4th level. Jesus, it's a good thing.
Oh, I thought
That's
that was
terrible.
with advantage. You know, if you right click it, you can go ahead and just click roll with advantage.
I did.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
Man, that's awful.
So
What the heck?
So that's what,
So that
13?
is, yeah, that's gonna be a
11.
11 to hit.
Yeah. So your arrow flies right over his head and sticks into that downed limb
Christ
behind him. His eyes go wide, but I will allow the rest of the surprise round to finish. You gotta.
All right. Well, that didn't go as well as I'd hoped.
I'm just gonna do it from where I'm at. I
Do
have
it.
confidence.
Oh my God!
See,
Yeah,
Love to see it.
let's go
you
ahead.
must be convicted in your
We'll give you-
in your God. Therefore, you will find salvation.
So there's your spiritual weapon, which
And-
is an Aarakocra.
Smite the just, the unjust.
Oh my gosh!
Dead.
Squeesh.
Max
D-
damage.
DED. Dead.
All right.
And I'm gonna take my movement.
Okay.
As a helpful aside, spiritual weapon is just a bonus action. You could go ahead and like sacred flame the other and use a cantrip.
Or I could do this. I'm gonna
Which-
hit him with guiding bolt.
Yeah.
That definitely hits.
I like it.
And he's definitely
Going
dead.
hard up front.
Dead. D-E-D, dead. Okay, Samwise.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
Oh, Guiding Bolt's
I
a leveled
can't cast
spell.
2 leveled.
Yep.
I can't cast 2 leveled spells.
You needed that to be Sacred Flame.
Yeah, and I don't have Sacred Flame.
Oh, okay.
So
You
let's
don't? Oh,
see. I don't. No.
Clerics are hard, man.
fuck.
I'm a preacher, so I had to take thaumaturgy. My character is a preacher. That's kind of how I play him.
Yeah.
You'll see eventually.
Oh, no, I already
Eventually,
have.
you'll see me get on the. I'll get out on the street with my alms box and
Oh, man.
praise glory to Izmir.
All right,
All right.
Samwise or Tiz?
Someday.
Either one of
Okay.
you want to go?
I am. Wait, is it my turn?
I'm allowing either one of you to go in whatever order you want for the
I'll
story.
Who's
go
the next person?
after. You might as well go before me.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, my character is just gonna go right up here and probably going to, as a bonus action, cast Hex on this goblin.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do that to his dex, I guess, right? And then
Okay.
also Eldritch Blast him. And 25
Definitely
to
hit.
hit.
Yes.
And then here's the damage.
Dead.
It's 9. And do I need to do the D6 too?
No, he's dead.
Gotcha. My Eldritch Blast, by the way, is it's like a shadowy type black light.
Nice.
Awesome. Samwise.
I'll bonus action cast Dragon's Breath on Pippin, send him through, and as he's going, I'll tell him to bring the rain. Although, obviously, phonetically, it's not really rain, but whatever. He'll progress up, and does D&D Beyond have a cone
It doesn't,
measure?
unfortunately.
These guys.
Well, just looking at these guys, these two guys are, 5, 10, 15. And then this guy is 15 from the other one. So I think a 15-foot cone will get all three of them. If you start it
I concur.
start it
This is the
here?
window right here. If you flew into right here, you would get all three.
Good. Pippin's gonna come in, and I would say he would say surprise, but I mean, I guess he'll just say hoot.
I will make
Let's
some
go.
dex
Wow.
saves.
give a hoot. Only you can start forest fires.
First goblin fails. Second goblin definitely fails. And the orc passes.
Of course he does. Should I just roll for damage?
Yep, roll the damage. Dead.
Good damage.
Dead. So the two
Not
goblins
great, but
definitely
good.
die. The orcs are now alerted. Manic.
Oh, can I also hide with my action since that was bonus action?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sweet.
Make a stealth check. Okay. Noted.
I'm not going to do anything yet.
Not going to do anything yet. Okay, now we are into initiative. And first up, believe it or not, is a goblin. This goblin here is going to run to the window, see Pippin, and make a short bow attack.
Since my buddy's up in the trees, how much cover does he have?
Doesn't matter, roll to 7.
Big ol' hurry. Goblin got terrible
Yeah.
aim.
Elos, you are up.
All right. Can I see the goblin that just shot at Pippin?
No, there's too many trees
No.
in the way.
Too much stuff in the way. Well, what if 15 feet to get there? 5, 10, 15. Then bonus action, cunning action to dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. How about from there?
Yeah, you can see him.
Okay.
He does have half cover from the window.
Half cover I can roll with. For this guy, I am going to go ahead. We'll just use the short bow again. Am I hidden?
Currently, no. You just sprinted through the woods towards this goblin.
I did. Okay, well, it's fine. We'll go ahead and pays our monies and takes our chances.
Yeah, it flies unfortunately over his head, sticks into the back stone.
Okay.
Now
Gonna
it is
get
our.
up and
Go ahead.
I'm just gonna try to get up and, I convinced Samwise to risk his familiar that way, so I'm gonna try to get up there and distract the bad guy and keep him from killing the thing.
Absolutely, Samwise, you are up.
I'll just use Pippin again to. How wounded is the orc warrior?
How does what work?
How wounded was the orc warrior from?
He's not bloodied yet.
Okay, I'll just go after the goblin.
Okay.
With Dragon's Breath.
Of course. Dex save. 1 second. 13. I don't think that saves. Dead.
Even if you save? Oh,
dead.
Right, okay. And I'll just continue to hide.
Okay. Make another stealth check. Hopefully it's better than a 12. Yeah, way better.
Beautiful.
Next up is this orc. You saw that arrow come flying through and runs forward. He does see you, Elos.
Just wave. Hi.
He pulls a
Tell him in Goblin, your mama's ugly.
pulls a javelin off of his back.
Oh shit. Ow.
And rolled a 2, so he misses as well.
These goblins are drunk or something.
Bronmere, you're up.
He's kind of on fire.
Let's see. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna dash to the cage.
Okay. It is locked with a simple padlock.
As a bonus action, I am going to cast on myself Shield of Faith.
Okay.
Gives me a +2 to my armor class. I'll move my spear up a little bit, and can I just I don't know. I've got smith's tools. Is there anything that
It's a simple padlock. You might try to hit it really hard, Bronmere.
I'll just whack it with my hammer.
Yeah. It's got an AC of 10. Yeah, you definitely hit
Bonk.
it. If you roll more than 6 on damage, you knock it open.
I'm halfway there.
Hey, just enough. You
That's what I
bash this
needed.
lock, and it falls
Izmir provides.
open. Izmir provides, indeed. So it pops open, and you see this fairy backed up
And
away
I'll
from
tell
the door.
I'll tell the fairy, be you friend or foe, you're free.
Oh, well,
And that'll
thank you
be
very
my
much,
turn.
sir. They took my spell book, so I don't know how much help I'm going to be.
Well, if we can defeat them, you're liberated and can recover your property.
I would greatly appreciate that and pay you handsomely for the return of my book. Just don't let him talk any smack to you. He's a talking spell book, so don't be afraid. And he opens the doors so that he knows he's good and free, but he stays in the cage and waits for you guys to do what you're going to do. Tiz, you are up.
I will come to the edge of. Let me see. Wrong button. I'm gonna move about right here. And is this front door open? Where?
Yeah,
Or
it's
is
just
it?
an archway. It is just an
It's
archway.
just an archway. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot my blast in there at that goblin boss. You cool with that?
Yep, I'm cool with that. What's
All right,
the range on that?
120 feet.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
56 feet away.
Yeah. Oh wait. Sorry guys, giving me a hard time. Here it is. 21.
That hits.
Nice.
Can I go back in time and put hex on him? You cool with that?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Yeah, and I think for him, should I do his dex or his constitution?
Who? The orc?
Yeah, the goblin boss is
This
who. Wait,
goblin boss right here, who I am marking with black to indicate he is
Okay.
hexed.
yes.
Man, if you've got your druthers, go after his dexterity.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. All right, so dex is what I'm going for. Oh, and that already hit him, right? So the damage here is 13,
Beautiful.
and here's the D6 added to it.
So
Oh, love
What-
to see it.
what you see is something hilarious.
Oh,
As this goblin boss. Actually, no, you're not within 5 feet. I can't do that. Well, yep, you hit him. He's definitely bloodied, but not dead.
15 damage.
Yep.
Is that right?
No, it's 18, but still.
18.
no, 18.
Okay. Next up, we have some goblins. This goblin, hearing and seeing the commotion and the blast of shadowy energy that just came in, is going to move closer to the soul gem. And he begins, and the next one up too, right here. Their chanting becomes way more feverish, and the gem begins to spin faster. Manic, you are up.
Where do I teleport into? Straight in the door? I'm in the window, like that.
Yep, you can.
Okay, so I will use the old blessing and bamf on in. And then I will use my, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4. No. I will action dash to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Basically coming in here, storming, looking as furious as I can. And just like screaming orcish, I'm like, get out there and fight, you dogs, and like just like screaming at the goblins.
Okay, go ahead and make a persuasion roll or
Mm.
intimidation, whichever one you pick.
That is a natural 1.
Oh.
With a 0 modifier. This is like, who the fuck are you?
Okay.
Really selling it there, Manic. Really selling it.
The dialect was a bit off, so that,
This goblin
Yeah, that was
looks at this orc who just came in, and he's pretty goddamn sure he's never met this orc before in his life. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he is going to swing at you twice with his javelin. Or scimitar, sorry.
how dare he?
13, I think, misses.
It does.
And 15.
Also misses.
God damn, my dice hate me tonight. Okay, so he just swung at you twice and you just dodged out of the way. Next, this goblin also moves in and begins chanting way more feverishly. This orc, Manic, he has no idea who the hell you are or why you think that you can tell these little pipsqueaks what to do, because he was put in charge. So he's going to come at you with his great axe.
It was either going to work or it wasn't, so.
I'm in charge.
That's a 20 to hit
That will hit.
for 7 damage.
Boop.
He is going to swing again. Natural 1, I will allow you to make an attack of opportunity against him.
Yes.
Do it.
But does a dirty 20 hit?
It does.
Yes.
That's going to be 11 points.
Yikes. Okay. Not bloodied yet, but that definitely hurt him. Next is Sir Dennigan Uppercrust.
No, that guy.
Who is going to unsheath his longsword and scream "Ah!" as he charges and dashes to get next to the fire. That'll be the end of his turn. This goblin is now going to take a swing at Manic with his scimitar. He gets advantage now. And still only rolled a 14. Okay. Now for this goblin, he is going to run to the door to try to keep anybody from coming in. He sees Tiz there, so he's going to make a bow attack at Tiz. Or he has javelins, sorry. Tiz, that is a 21 to hit.
Does.
You take 4 piercing damage from the javelin.
Oh, I got 9 temp HP when I forgot to add that when I killed the last dude.
Okay. Elos, we are back up to you.
All right. Bonus action steady aim. That orc at the window that missed me with his javelin has had the only chance at me that I'm going to let him have.
Okay.
So I've got to love that elven accuracy super advantage. So there's 2d20. And there's the third. My gosh.
They are not liking you today.
Does a 14 hit?
Does not. Actually,
my
yes.
gosh.
Yes, it does, actually. It's the goblin boss.
Hallelujah.
So 14 does hit, buddy.
So that's 5 damage off the base attack. And then sneak does 2 more. Woo boy.
Okay. He is
Made
now,
him hurt now.
He is now bloodied.
Yay.
Samwise.
I guess I'll just take Pippin and try to carve off a few of Manic's fans away from him with Pippin.
Okay. You're going to have to set Pippin up probably in melee with one of the other goblins in order to hit those guys with the cone and not hit Manic.
Can I not kind of swerve it off? I mean, I guess I'll just go for the goblin boss that are in melee.
Al has flyby,
Yeah, I
so
mean,
you can
yeah,
fly
that's
in
it.
and out, and they can't swing at you.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. But
I didn't say it.
you still would have to put it right next to him.
Can I like breathe from there, or can Pippin breathe from there and hit the goblin boss and goblin?
You can from there.
I can't peel off all of your fans, Manic. I figure hitting 2 is better than.
So the goblin passes his save, and the orc
Goblin boss.
from here
He's
hit
doing
the
his.
goblin.
He wanted to do his cone like that, I assume, is what you're saying?
Oh, I thought he was trying to get the orc and the goblin.
I mean, I guess that is. I mean,
I thought the cone was going to be right here.
I guess that is. I mean,
Equally
damaging
valid.
the goblin boss or the orc warrior, which is going to be the bigger threat to Manic? Who knows? I guess I will just go. I'll go with what Frankie said. Sorry, that was confusing on my part.
I was trying to understand. I thought that's what you meant. Well, they both passed, so it's half
Okay.
damage.
There you go.
Okay. All right.
Enter.
Next, he's dead. Is this orc who is again going to try and throw a javelin at Elos? 21.
Ouch.
That is a 9 damage, piercing.
Ouch.
And he, realizing that this is a fatal funnel, is going 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to help out with Manic. Bronmere,
He's
you are up.
gonna help Manic out.
Yeah, totally.
Just one of his orc buddies.
Braun, you are up.
Okay. So Braun starts praying and loudly, and I'm gonna move my, let's see, right there. Okay. I will move my spiritual weapon to there. I will move right behind it. And as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Divine Favor. And I will end my turn.
Are you dropping your shield of faith, sir?
Do I have to?
They're divine favor.
See, your rules lawyer and me. Are they both
They're
concentration?
both concentration spells.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I'll make my movement and end my turn.
All right, Tiz.
All right, so I'm gonna shoot at that goblin boss one more again.
This is a different goblin boss, but go ahead.
He doesn't have the black around him.
Nope. That one ran up to Manic.
Oh,
Being fair, the black is kind of hard to see on this map.
Yeah, sorry, I will change that to purple.
Totally cool. Ooh, see, that's better.
I'll be right back.
I don't see a purple one. Oh yeah, yes I do. Oh my god. All right, sweet. And then okay, I'll just attack the goblin boss.
Do it.
Do it.
Right.
I am the Senate.
21 to
Definitely
hit.
hits.
13.
Okay.
That'll end my. Well, actually, now I'll move a little bit behind cover. Just about right.
Just
In
jump
these
in the
bushes
cage.
right here.
Oh, okay.
Not in the cage. In the bushes. Behind the rock. There we go.
Okay. So this goblin, you guys see as that gem is spinning. He finishes his chanting, jumps into the fire, and immolates himself. And you watch as this flash of green sickly light leaves his body and enters the gem. And this goblin does the same thing.
Oh crap!
Uh-oh.
And that gem is now audibly vibrating.
My
Man-
ears, no.
Manic, you are up.
Seeming as I'm being surrounded, I assume I still look like an orc, though.
You do, but a natural one. They were like, "Yeah, we don't know this fucking guy."
Yeah. Well, then I will growl in orcish. I'm like, fine, have it your way. And then I will draw on the old wild magic and see what I get.
Oh no! Oh no! I just shouldn't have put them all so close.
4 gives not super helpful, but that's okay. So my weapon just she's in magic, but nothing of use to anyone else. So I will recklessly attack the main dude that swung at me, the first orc.
Yep.
This guy.
Yep.
So reckless attack, swinging at him, and that is 25 to hit.
That definitely hits.
And that's going to be 12 damage.
All right, he is definitely bloodied now.
Is your rage damage on there?
That would be 14 damage. Thank
Okay.
you. I always forget it.
There we go. All right.
And it's force damage if that means anything.
Shnikes.
Nope, but good to know. Next is that goblin boss with the purple around him. He's attacking you, Manic, with a scimitar. He gets 2 attacks at advantage. Natural 20. So that is 8 damage before the roll. So 12 total. You're raging, so halved
Yep.
to 6. Okay, he's gonna.
I will need that help.
He misses with the second attack. This goblin jumps into the fire and immolates himself. And again, that green, sickly light enters. And now this old broken altar over here is starting to glow. A sickly red. Then we are going with our other orc. He is going to make an attack. Yeah. That one. And that one. Okay. The one you just hit is going to swing his great axe at you at advantage. Manic. Natural 20 again. That is 15 slashing before the roll.
How much?
Yeah.
15 before the roll, so 23 total. We'll have that down to 12. And now Sir Denigan continues his march.
Wow, am I Sir Dinnigan now?
15, 20. Oh my goodness. You're right. You're right there. The pictures look the same.
Okay.
25, 30. I actually prefer that. So let me pull it up. Sir Denigan is going to make a longsword attack on this goblin boss. He is really sick of these peasants insulting him. That's a 26. That definitely hits.
Ooh.
For 11 damage, and he kills that goblin boss.
Woot woot.
And then he looks over his shoulder at you, Braun, and goes, I did it!
Well done, my lord.
Okay.
Wow. You called him my lord while we're fighting?
You're way over there. Shut up.
I know.
This
Way to
goblin
puff
is
his
going
ego.
to attempt to... No, guess what? He has bonus action disengage, so you do not get...
I will use my sentinel feat and swing at him anyway.
Okay.
Dun, dun,
Uh,
dun, dun, dun.
Does reckless work on opportunity attacks or no?
You already used it this round? Is it once per round, or can you just use it
It
whenever
lasts
you
for
make a melee
your
attack?
turn, so I don't know if it rolls into the...
Yeah, no, just make a straight attack.
Yep. Does a 19 hit?
It does.
Sweet. Well, he can't move, and I deal 12 force damage.
He doesn't
He
make
can't
it to
move
the
anyway.
fire.
Yes. That's why I was like, luckily, I'm pretty sure you need more goblins in that fire, so I'm like, I got you.
So all the goblins are dead.
Except the
Saving our
boss.
big guns for whatever pops out of that altar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Oh. That guy's dead, that guy's dead, that guy's dead, Elos.
All right. That guy's dead. That guy's dead. Okay, so the window here that the dude was throwing stuff at me out of over here, is it big enough that I can get through it to get inside
Absolutely.
that building that way?
Yeah, it's actually bigger than the other windows. It's just hard to see from this angle.
So there's 15 feet, hop through 20, 25, 30, and gonna zap him with my bow.
Oh, yeah.
At least that's the plan. Damn it. Back. Come on. There. Is that a nat 20?
Nice.
Oh.
Look at that.
So that's going to be 9 base and a d6 plus 3. Oh, 18 points of damage.
You
I don't think you do you double your damage dice, do you?
The damage
Your
mod,
weapon.
that is how Frankie had said.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whatever
Oh.
your max damage is, including your modifier, plus your dice roll
We
and
double
modifier
everything.
on top.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want criticals to feel
So-
like criticals, but remember the enemies get that too.
I have noticed.
Elos, you pull back, and this arrow goes so far through the back of the orc's head and out the front that Manic, when you turn and look, it's like an inch from your face as this orc falls dead behind you. Samwise, you are up.
Good grief. All right.
Is that like a window? Like here?
It's just
Can I
a
see through?
broken wall, but you can see through it. Well,
I'm sure Manic will survive. Never mind. I will just do the same thing I've been doing before, except try to target these two in a turn.
yep, go ahead. I will make the dex saves for the goblin boss. Gets a negative modifier because of hex. He definitely failed.
Nice.
He failed so hard, I almost gave Manic a opportunity attack. Now let's see. Orc is a 19, so he saves. Goblin, though, doesn't. And my goblin boss is now dead. This orc
Yes.
is somehow hanging on.
Maybe we can take a prisoner?
He's saying now after we could have been French fried. But yes.
Okay. Next up, dead Broadmere.
Haha. Okay. So that's a broken wall right there.
Yep.
I can walk through that.
You can't walk through it.
Okay.
There's still like
So-
rebar and stuff.
So there's my
Rebar. These
spiritual
guys
weapon.
are.
It had rebar back then?
Yeah, out of wood. It's a clay building. They had to have a frame to stick the clay to.
So if Izmir says it's okay, I am gonna cast Guiding Bolt at 2nd level and kill this orc.
Okay.
No.
That's a miss.
I missed. And I got my turn. I'm done. I'm flabbergasted.
Tiz, you're
I don't understand why.
Can I get through Sergeant Doofus?
Yeah, you can speak fancy.
Alright, I'm here. Bonus action. Hex on the homie. If I need it, we gonna see. Shady Blast. 25 to hit.
Yep.
Yeah.
11.
He dies.
He dies.
You guys are still in initiative because this gem suddenly stops its spin, and there is a pulse of dark energy through this room. I need every person in this room to make a Constitution saving throw.
Sorry. This room?
Yep.
Okay.
So everybody but Elo.
And Sam.
Oh, where's Sam? Oh, there's Sam.
Bronmere
When it matters.
and Tiz will take
Mhm.
30 necrotic damage,
Love that.
and you are now poisoned
Wow.
for 1 minute. And I need each of you to take -2 off your max HP.
Everyone, or just ones that?
Just the ones that fail.
Fail.
Manic, you
Yeah.
take 15 necrotic damage.
Which I am resistant to.
Yep, but
So-
you are not poisoned, and you do not take the curse on your max HP.
Which is handy.
Curse?
I'm very hurt.
Whack as hell.
Manic, you are up.
Is that gem still there?
It is definitely still there. It has stopped spinning, but it looks like the goblins at your feet, you see the green ethereal energy. It's beginning to suck it in again.
1, 10, 15. I'm gonna walk straight up to it and swing at the
Go
gem.
ahead.
Never found a problem that violence couldn't fix.
Legit.
Does a 21 hit?
21 hits.
That is 12 force damage.
12 force damage. Okay. The gem cracks, but it's still drawing in that energy. Sir Denigan is kind of shaking at his knees, having seen that, but he cannot take the insults anymore. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He too is going to swing at this gem and follow your lead with his longsword. Hey, that's a 23. He does 13 slashing damage. And the gem cracks and explodes, and Sir Dinnigan and Manic need to make dexterity saving throws. Sir Dinnigan actually passed. And
which I
so
get
did you.
advantage on.
So you will take half of 3d4.
18.
So 6 was the damage, which was halved to 3. So Sir Dinnigan will take 3. And, gentlemen, we are out of combat. We're going to go ahead and take a break. And we will be back in 5 minutes. Real quick, I'm going to address the stream. You guys can continue your break. Foul play. What's up? Good to see you here. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the new follows. I didn't have the stream pulled up, so I couldn't see the names when they happened, but thank you guys. Okay. Those of you with cameras off will just have to let me know
Oh,
when you're back.
I'm back. I was about to say something if I swear it in, but because we're being recorded, I won't.
Yes, I have definitely turned the sound and stuff back onto the stream. Okay. Tiz, you back? Guess not. I'm going to go get another bottle of water because that one went down really fast.
I hear that.
Which I shouldn't do because about quarter way into that fight, my eyeballs started drowning.
So hard to find a happy medium, right?
Right. I have to talk a lot on Saturdays. It's not like Mondays, JD, when I get to just be chaos incarnate.
Chaos in carne asada. What? Yeah. You know, that's what the Sunday night game needs. Striving desperately for serious tone in these Monday night game, but the Sunday night game totally. My favorite nonsense magic item: the Wand of Carnitas. Essentially, a highly specialized version of Create Food and Water creates a carne asada dinner for 8, along with a bottle of tequila.
Hey.
3 charges, regains 3 charges daily.
Pippin went out to visit the fairy, I see.
Yes, the fairy is still in the cage, right?
Yeah, but the door's open. He's just kind of waiting for you guys to give him the all clear.
How was it locked again? And did we break it?
Yeah, it had just a simple
Braun did.
padlock on it, and Braun hit it with a hammer.
Okay, I guess my family will not be able to repair that and keep him caged. Never mind.
What?
Oh, when
Now who's the
spellbooks are
racist?
being discussed.
What do you got against fairies, Sam? I'm just kidding.
He
Fairies
doesn't
are
like the
fucking
little bug.
assholes.
They're the only things on Earth shorter than he is, so he feels like he can pick
Yeah.
on them with impunity.
Imps exist.
He's just like, I don't get short jokes, but tiny jokes, 100% for it.
Yeah, I just absolutely love the fire-breathing owl approach. I mean, that's so great.
Yeah, it's so much fun on this side.
Oh, I mean, it's less having to roll dice, right? I want to come here and just roll some stinky dice.
They reek. They're awful. I'm not sure.
Yeah, mine sure stink tonight. But all one way or all the other. Holy cow!
It was so funny because you kept missing, and then you hit that natural 20 on a creature with 3 hit points left.
Yeah, I mean, but that was it. And think about it. I took 3 shots where I was rolling 3 dice per each time, and never rolled above a 12. I finally take a shot where I've got 1 d20 to roll, and I get a nat 20 against the guy with 3 hit points.
Yep. I hit a couple crits on Manic. That felt good.
Yeah. I'm not looking too good.
Really?
Yeah, we're working on it.
Oh, let's give you a cure wounds, buddy. And I'll go ahead and use a second level spell slot on that.
All right, I'm back, guys.
Oh, cheers.
Awesome.
Hey,
Okay, that's 16 manic.
Thank you very much. I am no longer bloodied.
I didn't happen to see any sort of spell book looking item as I was like cruising through.
We're gonna get to the exploratory phase now that everybody's back. So you guys are out of initiative. Most of you are in this main room. You tell me what you want to do, where you want to look, what you want to look
Everywhere.
at,
Everything.
and you know what? How about you roll investigation and tell me what you're looking for?
I'm a simple man. I'm going for ears. I'm going to check the corpses that jumped in the fire first, just to see if we can salvage their hands and ears. Otherwise, I'll start hacking off the others.
You know what? They're pretty crispy, but you think you might be able to convince somebody these are goblin ears.
If I pair them with orc ears, I'm a bro.
honestly, I'm kind of thinking the orc ears might, and maybe an orc head. Say, hey, look, this is definitely orcs.
Yeah, you got a feeling that if you just go back and tell people that orcs are here, that you're going to have a hard time convincing them.
Yeah.
And
I'm not opposed to carrying a head. I will chop up the orc's heads.
hanging it next to the owlbear head.
I didn't end up taking the owlbear
Yeah,
head. You said it was
you're
too
right.
heavy.
Yep.
But it is going into my bloody sack of wonders.
'Cause, yeah, you guys are just hit with the fact that you're seeing orcs, a lot of you, for the first time in your life, and they are a sight to behold for sure in all of their ugliness. So
I want.
we'll start in this main ritual room where you guys were. If anybody wants to look around in here, these pillars,
Sure.
you guys notice there are torture racks affixed to them.
Oh, nice.
But
I
I'll
want to
investigate them.
check out this crystal.
so the crystal is in a bunch of shards. I will allow you, as a warlock, to make an arcana check to try and see if you might know what this is. And actually, because of your patron being who it is,
Can I help him?
I will, get advantage.
Hmm. 10 is all I got.
Yeah, you don't recognize it either. It's in too many pieces, unfortunately.
Is that with advantage?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was with advantage. Okay. Bronmere. Go ahead and make a religion check for me.
That's pretty good.
It's not showing up for me.
Oh, it was a 19.
Okay. As you walk around this place, Bronmere, you get this overwhelming, like, oppressed feeling that it is everything about this place is wrong. It shouldn't exist. You feel like a calling to bring this place to the ground.
So it's work.
And Manic, at this point, Manic, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, dang. 11.
Yeah, you, for some reason, are drawn to the altar. You feel compelled to approach it.
Is that where the gem was, or the...
Here,
Yeah.
this broken altar.
Full health?
I do not. Well, then I guess I will stop carving up corpses and traipse up to this altar.
Traipse up to it, and as Manic approaches the altar, the runes across it glow red again. And Manic, your eyes roll into the back of your head, and your arms go limp as you begin to float just slightly off the ground. And you receive a vision of Dantis locked in combat with Zithraxis. And it's like you're afar watching these two titans fight as shadow and this necromantic death energy intertwine in this fight. And then suddenly the fight stops, and Zithraxis turns his head to you, and he just gets this wide, menacing grin, and then you collapse to the ground.
Yeah, there's nothing horrible about that.
And I would recognize these two gods, I assume.
You definitely recognize Dantis.
When he said Zithraxis, is he the one that changed sides?
Yes. And
Yeah.
Dantis he's not good. He is a neutral god. He's a god of death and necromancy and darkness, but that does not always mean evil. And he opposed Zithraxis. He oversees the plane from which you came. Dantis does.
Am I conscious?
You are conscious, but I don't know how to put this. To simply put it, you feel dirty, and like your soul feels like it was just peered into by this evil god. You feel violated.
I guess as I stand, like, I don't like this place.
Yeah.
And I clearly look like concerned. No one would have seen me concerned yet.
Or even know what you've seen, but all they saw was you walk over this altar. Yeah. They didn't even see the runes flash like you did, and you floated up. And you, much like Bronmere, get the feeling that this place's existence is a problem. And why the hell were the orcs and the goblins even here?
Doing this weird thing.
Okay. Into the room that Elos and Samwise are in. Not a whole lot going on here. It looks like this is a place where they used to hold sermons. There's a busted kind of raised dais towards the far end of the room between the windows. Old stone pillars. There's some lanterns on the ground in here. And it just looks like the orcs and the goblins were kind of having a meeting in here.
Okay. Got a question.
By the way, this is a doorway.
Okay, what is this gold-looking?
So that's a candelabra hanging from the ceiling.
Okay, hanging from the ceiling.
This is a doorway archway here. This is not a window.
Okay. I'm gonna move over here by that doorway, and
as you peer in there.
I was gonna attempt to listen at the closed door, but if I can see through it, then I'll look through it.
It's an archway. Yep, you look in there, and you see a lot of webs and skeletal remains, and there are spider sacks in here.
Oh.
At the far end of the room, underneath that fountain down there, is a pile of loot and goods that you take is probably the spoils from the most recent ambushes.
How much time has elapsed since we dropped combat?
It's probably been. I'm trying to do all this stuff simultaneously, so it's only been a couple minutes. And Elos, I need you to make a perception check as you peer through there as well.
Okay.
DC's 12. There you go.
I guess the 16.
This goblin rolled shitty on his stealth. You kind of hear the cracking of knees shaking as it seems there is one scared goblin attempting to hide from you behind a pillar in here.
I
These
will
are torture victims.
I will sling my bow and hold up my hands, and I will say to him very softly in Goblin, "Hey, little buddy, come on out of there. We don't have to hurt you. I just want to talk."
He peeks around the pillar.
That little buddy was a nice touch.
And I will telepathically inform Samwise and Bronmir that, hey guys, I have found their treasure hoard. I have found a big old nasty mess of spiders again, and I have found a goblin straggler.
Actually, with a 16 perception roll and you standing in the doorway, you look up, and it appears that this room was, in fact, at one point a spider nest, but all the spiders are stuck to the ceiling with javelins. You think maybe the orcs came in here before you and cleared this room.
Oh, well, handy that. Handy that. So, and yeah, I'm going to try to talk this goblin
Yeah, I was going to
into
have you
surrendering.
roll persuasion with that little speech you gave there. Do it with advantage because you said buddy. I like that too.
All right. Let's see what we can get. Oh my god, I got a nat 20.
Let's go.
So very
Beautiful.
reluctantly, this goblin does step out. And in Goblin, he says, I don't want to die.
I want to multiply.
You killed all my
We don't wanna-
friends. I don't want to die.
We don't want to have to hurt you.
Well, it sounds
Can
good
you
to me.
t-
I'm just gonna go. And he starts to step backwards.
I need you to answer some questions before you go, okay?
That sounds like an interrogation, and interrogations aren't fun.
You know, it's
Also-
okay. We're not. I don't want to hurt you.
Just
We don't have to hurt. We don't have to hurt you.
don't
If you can just.
don't let that dark elf anywhere near me. He's scary.
You know, he is kind of psycho. He really is.
He's
But-
hacking off my brother's hands, man.
I tell you what. Come
Who
on over
cuts
here
off
by me.
hands? And only
Come
the
on
left
over here by
ones.
me, little buddy, and I'll keep you safe from him. And I kind of hold out my left hand towards Manic, and I say, Manic, I've got us a new friend in here, and we're gonna talk to him, and when we're done, we're gonna let him go, right? And I and
I
I
want to
just
whisper. Go ahead.
and I just kind of wag. I've got my left hand held out towards you guys around the door frame, out of the goblin's sight, and I cross my fingers.
You rolled a natural 20 on the persuasion, so he is going to reluctantly start coming towards you.
Okay, so are you hurt? Are you hungry?
No, it was my job to guard the treasure room. And then there was a fucking bird breathing fire, and I said, you know what? I don't get paid enough. I'm just going to hide out in here.
Hey, man, I totally get that. That bird is the scariest, freakiest thing I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, owls don't breathe fire. It's not natural. And, I don't know that I don't really agree with this whole abandon our god for this new god thing that the goblins got going on. So, seems like a
Abandon your god for a new god? That sounds terrible, man. Why would anybody do that?
Well, the orcs came and they killed the chieftain and said, look at me, I'm the chieftain now, and
how many
and they told
more
us-
orcs are here?
Oh, they're here, like in the temple? None.
Like here in the temple?
None here in the temple.
Okay.
Back at camp, though. Whew.
Where's your camp?
Listen, I can't go back. You'll just kill me when you get there.
Barbecue.
Well, I tell you what. As it happens, and I look kind of furtively at the other guys, and I, look over my shoulder, turn my head so he can't see my face completely, and I look at the other guys and wink, and I just telepathically tell Bronmir and Sam, go with me on this. As it happens, you said yourself, the bird came in and started breathing fire, and you thought to yourself, man, I don't get paid enough for this.
Right.
And you've got a camp full of goblins, and you can't go back there because if we get there, then we might just have to kill you there. I've got an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I think. I know a guy who could use a sharp guy like you on his crew. And I think if you stick with me, I could put in a good word for you and get you on. I've got a job for you. I can help you find a place to stay. And all I need you to do is tell us what's going on here and tell us what this new chieftain is planning. We don't have to hurt you. And Frankie, now that I've put all this out there and I've got him thinking about it, I use detect thoughts on the goblin.
Okay, I will make a wisdom save, which is really shitty for him.
Surface thoughts.
Well,
I don't have.
I thought
he doesn't get the saving throw.
Right. So, but surface thoughts really are emotional, kind of like feelings, kind of thing. This guy is scared.
Yeah. All
He's
right. Well,
guilty.
we'll go ahead. Give him the saving throw. That's cool.
I'm going to do physical dice because I don't have the sheets pulled up anymore. But I know their wisdom modifier is 0. And that's a natural 1. So, yeah, he is too scared to even notice as you dive in. And he is transfixed on a memory of this gigantic muscle-bound orc and nothing but a loincloth with this fancy circlet on his head.
Oh, that's creepy.
He is taking over the goblin camp, and he has them building palisades. He has the orcs attempting to train the goblins to act militarily. Like they're lining up in archer lines in rows, and the front line will shoot and then step back in the back line. And this particular goblin in this memory that he's focusing, he's not doing very well. And so he's getting smacked around a lot and basically getting told that you're good for nothing but standing guard. That's what you're going to do.
Oh my gosh.
So you hear him in his mind as he's playing back this memory. You overhear him say, the orc, that all things for the new god.
What new god?
Do
you know the name?
And you say that out loud, and he goes, "What? What? What? Are you in my head?"
No, Absolutely not.
I
You
just,
mentioned that the orcs are trying to get your people to convert to a new god and abandon your own god. What new god?
they just call him
Because he
the new god, and we have to.
Huh.
So the orcs aren't interested in. You really gonna let me live?
Yeah, bro.
And I actually look at this little goblin. So, do you have a wife or a mate?
No,
No spouse, no children.
I'm. See, Grack is not exactly the cream of the crop back at camp.
Your name is Grack.
Yes.
We got a fucking loser goblin here.
I put my hand on Grack's shoulder and I pull him out of the room and I say, "Guys, everybody, come in here. Come on, Manic, Braun, guys,
I have not been here for this conversation yet, so
Do not kill
Guys,
me! Do not
this
kill
is Grack.
I'm like, oh, nice. He makes an even dozen.
Hey, easy, Manic, easy.
me!
He's gonna help.
He
he's gonna
visibly
help us
urinates
out?
himself onto the floor.
I'm
Oh,
like
man,
covered in
I'm-
blood, holding my little axe. I'm like,
I'm really sorry about that, man. There, buddy. That's unfortunate. But yeah. Hey guys. So our new little buddy Grack here was telling me the orcs are forcing the goblins to serve them, and they're forcing them into adopting a new religion to serve some new god, and they won't say the name.
See, the deal
I
is,
think we need Grack to help us and to
Oh,
and to
no,
give us some
no,
and to
no,
help us
no,
find out more about what's going
no.
on.
and you said I wouldn't know who Zithraxis is, or I wouldn't have recognized him.
No, you would have Zithraxis. That's a common religion. Zithraxis is one of the original.
Yeah,
deities
he's not
there.
he's not new.
Ah.
He is not. New.
Well, then, hearing you talking about new gods, well, could it be Zithraxis? We are in his temple, and I
No, it's just that
think he may be fighting Dentus.
they're using the. They use this temple just because of the dark energy here. It's strong, and the orcs aren't interested in the treasure. They train us. They send us at the caravans so that people blame us and not orcs. They don't realize that the orcs are here because there's a way for orcs to come here, and they're gonna build up, and then while everybody's worried about us, then the
Well,
invasion
yeah.
starts, and we get to keep the gold, and they keep the souls of everybody we kill. They give us these little black stones, and he pulls out a smaller version of that big black gem, and we take this into the fights, and we kill people, and green energy goes into them, and it's all to feed the new god, they say. So, but we get the gold.
All right.
Here, and he hands you the stone.
Thanks. And I'll take that and wrap it in like a rag or something and put it someplace where I'm not going to touch it.
Yeah. And that's all I know. Thanks. I'm gonna go ahead and excuse me. Pardon me.
Hey.
I'm just gonna.
Grack,
Actually,
I'm-
this window will be fine.
I'm just saying, man, don't run off.
Listen.
With
I'm a goblin. You guys kill goblins and apparently mutilate their corpses for money, and this does
Not
not
just for
seem
money.
like a good. Not just for money.
I'll just add
No, for
to
fun.
say that I'm like, that bloke is worth a good 10 to 15 gold.
He's gonna attempt to run away.
Damn it. And I just say to him in his mind, Grack, if you run, you'll just die tired.
Make an intimidation check. Because he wants to get as far away from fucking Manic as possible.
Fuck, I am not a scary guy unless I've got advantage on the roll and didn't know it.
Is anybody else going to try to stop him?
I will step to the side of Tears and be like, sorry, buddy, business be business, and I'm going to firebolt him.
There you go.
Same.
Go ahead and roll it.
Does a 19 hit.
Absolutely hits.
Done.
And that is only 5 damage, though.
Yeah.
Is he still alive?
He is still alive and on
I'll
fire.
firebolt him too. 21.
I'm gonna drop detect thoughts before he dies.
The surface level are screaming.
And deeper
9 damage.
is more screaming.
Something along the lines of the fire, it burns.
My eyes! I can't see my eyes! And you know the sad thing is, I was really thinking hard about taking him to Silas and seeing if I could find him a gig. It's like, dude, you don't have to die today. You really don't. Answer our questions and be cool. And nope, he just can't be cool. That's tragic.
With him being dropped by Sam's other firebolt, I'll just look over him like, cheers, Sam, and then I'm gonna
Yep.
Get back
go
to
to
work.
Yeah. Dig into it. All right. Well,
add to your inventory Grack's ears in hand.
I will go ahead and telepathically share with Manic and Samwise what I got from the goblin's mind.
Manic or Bron?
Oh, sorry, Braun, you're right. Of course, I guess I could do it. I could do it with you too. It's just not part of the network. I can talk to you separately. I just can't let you talk to them through my head.
Yeah.
Did you find out where this camp was?
That's what I was trying to do, and everybody freaked out and killed him instead of letting me finish talking to him.
Gonna have to do some tracking.
Grack had that shit coming, bro.
Him.
That's hear that. I'll look up. It's like, yeah, we were talking about this earlier. They're very slippery when they're alive.
Yeah. You know, it's fine. We know it's here, but more importantly, we know that the orcs are in charge of it. What we've got to find out now is how the orcs are getting here. But, and I turn and gesture through the door, we have a treasure pile. Let's go see what's in it, shall we? I would like to check the room between me and the treasure pile and around the treasure pile for any kind of traps or terrible, horrible ways to die while trying to harvest the goblins' ill-gotten goods.
There is no traps here.
Oh.
Awkward pause.
I want to go back.
Sorry, I was rolling up the loot.
Of course.
As we walk in, I would like to use my magic awareness and see if anything stands out as magical.
From the horde, there is definitely a feeling that there is magic items.
All right.
Handy dandy.
And you guys know that Grack told you that this is the loot from all of the merchants that they have been hitting recently. So keep it if you want, or turn it in, or it's up to you guys.
I did not hear that conversation, so.
Well, I am prepared. I am prepared to say that by rights, should probably make at least the gesture of returning. Yeah, it's like, hey, don't know where this came from, don't know whose it is, but Captain Elena, can I still call you Elena? We found this, and I know that this belongs to so and so. we found this, and I don't know who it belongs to. Is it okay? We're just going to hang on to that.
Fuck no. Let's keep this shit.
So what is in the loot pile?
I am.
I don't care about
Right
anything other
here.
than like a spell book or spell books.
Second.
Specifically, a talking fairy-shaped one.
Yeah, the
Very
talking
sized.
spell book sooner or later we're going to come across.
There is a lot of
Okay.
room to get through still.
You guys.
I'm personally just hoping to God there's a bag of holding somewhere around here. Otherwise, how are we getting this shit back to town?
I'm
You
gonna get a
guys
wagon.
find, if somebody is ready to write this down,
I
I'm just
am.
gonna put in chat.
700 copper pieces, 9,000 silver pieces,
Holy crap.
1,800 gold pieces,
Nice.
150 platinum pieces, a black onyx worth 150 gold pieces, 10 diamonds valued at 100 gold pieces each,
Damn, we're rich as motherfucker.
How many diamonds?
10.
You have 3 pearls, each valued at 100 gold pieces. You find an amulet of proof against detection and location.
Whoa.
You find a pair of boots of striding.
Hang on,
and
slow. Okay, go ahead. Boots of what? Springing and striding?
Springing and striding and springing, yep. A +1 morning star.
Ooh.
Hmm.
And what at first looks like a bunch of leaves sewn together. When you open it, you realize that there's magical text. And who picks up this leafy item?
I think I'm the one that actually went in there and started sifting through the pile.
So when you pick up
probably me.
the leafy item, you hear a voice in your head. Good. Who are you, sir? Where is Timber?
Who is Timber?
Oh, he is the fairy wizard who wields me.
Oh, yeah, he's outside. I think he's safe.
I think.
Well, I haven't talked to him myself yet. I think he's okay.
Do you intend to return?
Sure, why not? I've
Eventually.
got an interested party who might want to make some kind of arrangement first. But hey, that's between you and them. Here, you just sit here and chill out. We'll be with you shortly. Yeah.
I promise I won't leave.
Get your ass.
Wow. I just about fall down. That's the worst.
There you go. That was your loot.
That is... Well, 9,000 silver pieces is the equivalent to 900 gold.
Mm-hmm.
And 150 platinum is 1,500 gold. So
Are you
24
volunteering to be our treasurer?
well, I'm just counting. So yeah, we're looking at 24 and 18
So again,
is...
the party has no intention of trying to return this to the merchants.
What the
You know,
fuck,
we've got-
bro?
On seeing this big pile, I'm just gonna you could see the greed. I'm glad I met you. This has turned out to be quite profitable as I start helping you scoop things up.
Yeah, I'm just looking at all this thinking, man, how are we getting it all back? And I look around at everybody. It's like, guys, I mean, in good conscience, we could totally give half of it back and still be rich.
Damn, he's right, dude.
You know,
I
I will
mean-
have to report this finding to the mayor when we get back.
And
This
I
is-
just said that, we'll give half of it back.
she's already
I'm
offered
hearing
to-
Danigan talking about like ratting us out. I'm just going to put my hand on his shoulder. I'm like, you were just coming close to making me not want to kill you.
I want to try to persuade him to
you know
to go
what?
along with our plan. I'm just gonna look at him and say, "Come on, man."
The scary elf does have a point.
I don't care. I'm
And-
basically going to be interacting with that spellbook.
Okay, so, and we have 2 orc heads. And there were 12
Oh.
goblins, you said?
Good old Grack rounded it out.
Wow.
Ears, left hands.
I do believe.
Any other loot worth talking about while we're, tallying?
That
There's
was
another
all I was
room we
saying.
haven't gone to.
There is
True
another
story.
room in the temple.
All right.
No, I guess I'll quickly take the amulet and the spellbook then.
I feel funny about the spell book, but I mean, go ahead, snag it, see what you can get out of it, and maybe make a deal with the rightful owner that's right outside.
That
And
didn't help us.
What was he
Oh,
supposed to
you
do?
can bet I will make a very
Make it-
fair deal.
make a deal with him. We'll give it back to him, but you get to copy his shit first.
Above the table, I can't wait to tell Max that you guys stole his fucking spell book after saving him. I was like, dude, I'm gonna use your character as a.
Stole is a strong word. We recovered it, and I'm saying that there is an option here to give it back. We just want the good bits first.
We could kill the fairy and send a message to the other group.
Ooh,
I'm just saying.
Listen, guys.
What in the heck?
Hi, Wednesday
Again,
I
Bigfoot,
don't-
if you're watching.
I don't need no bad influences in my life. Okay, is this the right
Wow.
party for me?
I can do. I don't need no help. I can do bad all by myself. But my gosh, when did I turn into the paladin here? I'm the thief.
I
We're
feel
in
in the
trouble,
past
man.
life you were a paladin.
I think we've talked about that.
We have talked about it, but oh well.
Oh man. All right. So let's go around here and check out this other section of the temple before we get totally carried away. Because, I just got a bad feeling about this.
So this is a
Are we-
physical door, and it is already propped open.
Okay.
Let me grab this. And this looks like the old priest's common room / kitchen.
Okay.
And there
Do I
is-
need to make...
Yes, you can make an investigation roll to kind of look around and see if anything's left in here.
Psychic die. And that makes my 10 a 14.
Yeah, it looks like the goblins and orcs may have been using this to prepare a meal or something beforehand, and you really hope that that's some kind of animal liver, and not human liver, on that small table in the far. But you're not quite sure.
Yeah, we're not committing to nothing about that. That's...
There
Alright.
is a little ladder leading down to a cellar in the far corner, northeast corner.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will go and attempt to sneak down there and make sure there's nothing like prisoners or crazy stuff down there.
Yep, you climb down there, and I just need you to make a deck. The ladder kind of crumbles underneath you.
Oh, goodness. That's terrible. I'm good.
Yeah, you're good. You land, but you're not gonna climb back up that ladder, and you go about 10 feet down, and you realize that you're in an old pantry with like sacks of rotting fruit, and you're stuck down in this hole.
I'll start getting my rope out of my backpack.
Okay.
Thank you, Samwise.
You drop the rope
All
down,
right.
and you're gonna tie it off, or you're gonna try to pull him up.
Just gonna motion to the other stronger members.
I will walk over and grab a hold of a bit of the rope.
Yoink. Okay.
Will help you.
And no check needed. You guys pull Elos back up.
All right. Well,
Elos, I've got a question.
hmm?
When you peered into that goblin's mind and you saw his camp, what did the camp look like?
Oh, and I describe it fully well, as you know,
Yeah.
in as much detail as I was able to pull out of the goblin's head.
So it looks
So
like
was it a-
it's around this area. It was like grassy and a hilly area that had been cleared. It was quite large, with wooden palisades, erected towers with archer watchers, and looking around the camp, there's a good 25, 30 goblins and 4 orcs, including that massive orc. And actually, I will, in the Monsters and Fiends channel, since you did see him, post a picture of that orc. Once I
Okay.
find him. Go up to the Wednesday
So
table.
did he see any landmarks?
Yeah, anything that I can recognize from the terrain
What did
around the place. Yeah.
What did the mountains look like around it?
Roll-
Or
roll
could he see
survival.
mountains?
Survival?
Yeah.
Can I
Okay.
cast guidance on him?
Go ahead.
Okay. I cast guidance.
All right. Brilliant. Let's see. And with the guidance, that's going to make it a 25.
Yeah, looking around at the area, it doesn't seem like it's that far from here. Probably just to the north a little ways.
Okay, well, I'm gonna send Pippin down to see if he can see anything in that cellar.
Okay,
That
go ahead
Enos
and make
missed.
an investigation check. Elos, you watch the owl fly down there and you go, you know what? That might have been a better plan.
I didn't think about
15.
the ladder crumbling.
You are literally standing in a 1,500-year-old temple.
Eh,
15.
it's fine.
You know, a mouse scurries across the floor and that catches the attention. But it doesn't look like there's anything down here but rotten food and old decaying barrels and stuff like that. It's an abandoned pantry.
Yeah.
You guys get the feeling you probably made the right choice when you searched the other room first.
Yeah. Kind of feels anticlimactic coming in here last.
Mhm.
All right.
Yep, Sir Dinnigan is out here. Timber, is that you? I didn't recognize you behind the cage. And the fairy looks at even the fairy face palms when he sees Sir Dinnigan. And he's like, yes, Lady Avantis sent me this way on a mission. But I got captured when my caravan was struck on the road. And Lady Avantis sent you all the way to this backwoods. Ha! To think. And anybody who thinks that they would know about the council, Lady Avantis Yentil the 7th, is the noble representative on the Council of Seven. So Sir Dinnigan is sucking up to a very important wizard out here. So, my spell book. Did you happen to find it, gentlemen, or you'd know it when you found it? It looks like leaves, and it talks if you touch it.
Sure, I was going to hide, but I'm going to come down. Yeah, we found it.
Oh, amazing, amazing! If I could just have that back.
You can, once I've scribed off it.
You want to copy my spellbook?
Don't you want to copy my spellbook?
He
We
looks you
did
up
kind
and
of save
down
your life.
Okay.
Good.
Wow.
Everyone's happy with this deal.
kind of getting the feeling he's not that impressed by the idea of copying your spellbook. Huh.
I mean, he hasn't even looked at it, so, I mean, oof.
Just judging it.
He's a friend of Sir Dinnigan's. He must be a snob too.
Do you have the magical ink and paper that you need?
That we generally buy when we're in town? No, not quite. Not quite.
I'm guessing you're going to want to borrow that too.
Sure, if you're handing out.
He's looking around at this group like I have a choice.
You always have a choice.
Okay.
Life's full of them. I mean,
So,
look at poor Greg. He had a choice.
I am going to go through and take screenshots of his spellbook and post them in Loot because that's just where we are now in life. This is not how in my brain I envisioned this going. So there's the
Did the other?
cantrips.
I guess
So
the other group
they-
didn't have this encounter.
Yeah, they just had just a fairy was in there. And I've decided to use a player from the other table as your guys' NPC. So, hey.
I mean, I think I'm being quite reasonable. A spellbook on the black market sells quite well in general.
Especially a +1 talking grimoire.
Oh, it's a +1. Oh, do I have a +1? Yeah, never mind. It's okay. I'll give it back once I've copied.
Yeah.
Don't need no lip from my spellbook.
Going through.
Well,
I still am posting because he's got quite the extensive spellbook.
Sorry, Frankie. I'll give you a copy of mine.
Yeah, it's. I got a copy. I can see your sheet.
Indeed.
but while Samwise is kind of working things out with the fairy, I will walk over to Sir Dinnigan.
He kind of straightens
And
up. Yeah.
I walk over to him with my hand on the hilt of my rapier, chin up, and I walk over to him, and I've made it a point to clean my hands off. Actually, the only thing I've done is fire my bow and dig through the rubble, so it's not like I'm covered in blood. And I offer Sir Dinnigan my hand.
And he takes it, and I will say as well, it does still cost you money to copy these spells, Samwise.
Of course.
Yeah.
But
I'm
that
gonna
is
subsidize it from that
that is-
horde.
that is
Oh
the
yeah,
entire-
absolutely.
As well as the fairy said he was going to help me, right? I took up his offer.
Yeah. It's going to cost you the gold, Samwise. Anyways, go on.
You don't ask, you don't get.
Honestly, speaking strictly for myself, I am completely in favor of using whatever gold is necessary out of this treasure to pay for the magical ink that Samwise needs to take any spells that he wants and copy them. So,
I
anybody
agree.
disagree? This is an investment in the party's success.
Yeah.
Technically, if we
I'm not
take
happy
that
about it, but I
choice-
don't say anything. I'm just like,
I mean, want to get half back, right? I'm not going to give all of it, right?
You're paying full price for those spells. You're about to be way above your pay grade at this point.
Oh, crap. I see. Is that everything?
That's everything, yeah.
So I'm just gonna harvest all of the gold from this loot. Then is that what you're saying?
It's up to
So you
Ari
won't be able
what you're
to
doing.
copy 3rd level yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, before I, what's the name of the fairy?
Timber.
Timber.
Of
Yeah, that's
course, my bad.
it.
Before I give his spellbook back, I'm gonna ask him if I can borrow it to copy off the rest later.
Should we have occasion to meet, perhaps we can find some kind of arrangement, yes?
Perhaps I will give it back. These qualifiers are very important. Is he still, perhaps?
Sure. Whatever you say, mister. You have caught me at a disadvantage. I did not think my rescuers would also hold me up, but
Well, surprise, bro.
these are the way
We're
things
adventurers.
go on this side of the continent, I suppose.
Well, we're adventurers. We're not charity workers.
That's true, and I am allowing you to copy my spells as agreed.
Okay. Oh,
But-
well, we're all friends again.
I shake Sir Dinnigan's hand.
Yeah,
I say-
he shakes your hand back.
Sir Dinnigan, thank you. I am most impressed by your actions today. Well done, sir.
To tell you the truth, Elos, I was growing quite sick of being called a coward.
I think you did a wonderful job today in taking some steps to show that you are not.
Plus,
Well done.
if you guys have taught me anything, it's goblins are soft.
Thought it would be more like bullying. Bullying works out in the end.
This is not the message I want to put out there, so no.
You know, I really did want to spare Grak. I'm sorry. I really did.
I did too. I wanted a
He would not have
trouble
made
servant.
it past the guards in Dothan. They wouldn't even ask you what you were doing escorting him. They would have shot him before you even heard their voices.
Well, but there are ways, and there are ways. If we're walking on the road and we have him bound up, looking like a prisoner to get in the gate, you know, it's a thing that
They've
can
had
happen.
comrades. They've had comrades killed. I doubt that. I think that they'd probably kill him on sight, even if he was bound. They just get some frustration out.
Did y'all know that goblins are delicacy in some cuisine?
Timber just looks at
Okay.
you with the most disgusted look on his face.
Man, you must have to boil them to. Ugh.
Goblin toes, bro. Fry them
Oh,
up with some.
Maybe
double
that's where all
fry 'em.
the sounds are going.
okay. See, that's not okay.
Don't knock it till you try it, bro.
Eating other sentient beings is not okay.
Like,
It's one of the biggest problems I have with goblins is that
I
they do
wonder-
that kind of thing.
But they
Cows
taste
are
so
sentient,
good.
right? yeah,
Cows are sentient.
yeah. Obviously, the gods wouldn't want it that way. If they would have, otherwise they wouldn't have made them so tasty.
I look at Sir Dinnigan and just shake my head. I'm so sorry.
I don't.
You know, all that moral high ground I was trying to cling to, obviously my friends and acquaintances will not let me.
I mean, just try one goblin toe and tell me what you think.
No!
Persuasion check, right?
They're delicious, man.
And on that note, we come to an end for tonight.
Ah,
I'm gonna have to change the name of this episode to just
Give me
try
them
one
toes.
goblin.
Me them toe.
So much for the high ground.
This was an awesome session. We're going to move through Stars and Wishes, guys. And we'll pick back up here next week. We'll start with you today, Manic.
I would say that overall, Sam and Pippin once again pretty much dominate the fight.
Yeah.
So they would clearly get my vote.
For him.
But otherwise, happy with the session. No changes.
Awesome. Eric?
Yeah, Sam and Pippin once again are number one. They rock. They rule the entire frickin' campaign. No, no, well done. I think that's. I also want to give Elos. So it's like kind of like 1A and 1B. Elos came up with the plan and we executed it perfectly. So a tie, it's right there for me. So yeah, and again, we laugh too much and we don't talk when we're supposed to, and too much when we're not. But we'll get there. We're getting there. So I had fun tonight. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and go here. My stars for tonight, yeah, Samwise, and also fucking kudos to you for turning into a mob boss when this fucking spellbook comes up. By the way, this
Yeah,
fucking
strong arm in the fairy.
this guy's a gambler and a Sicilian. You better watch out. Like, I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse, literally. Like, so that was great. As far as wishes go, no, this was a good session. It ran smooth. I appreciate you guys always keeping me on my toes. Nothing about this run is like the other run, and I absolutely love it in that sense. Also, I would like to give a role play star to Manic. You've come a long way from the first session where you were kind of timid, and now like you're embracing your character and really opening up, and it's fun to watch, and it's funny how you've embraced this green trait. So I really like that. JD?
You know, I have absolutely loved this game so far. Tonight's session was absolutely crazy cool. And I love that we were able to, instead of walk in and just get swarmed ourselves, we were able to turn the tables on the bad guys tonight, and it feels good to walk away with only one member of the party taking a scratch. Because I mean, this is what session 3 or session 4?
Session 3.
Dude, I got 5 hit points left. And lost 2 permanently. What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, that's right. Because you got blasted by the idol thing. Oh,
Yeah.
right. Okay, well, that's unfortunate.
Just be glad nobody went down.
Yeah, I mean, nobody went down. Nobody died.
When that thing
I
went
know,
off,
Manic, what a tank.
If you would have been reduced to
Just
0
stood there
hit
and
points,
took all that.
it's just dead.
Yeah.
What?
You guys didn't realize that. When that thing went off, that necrotic blast, if it would have reduced you to 0 hit points, you would just be dead. No saving throws.
What?
You guys should have been trying to stop that ritual sooner. I was trying to hit. I was like, it's
It was too
spinning,
late
it's
once we
vibrating.
realized that.
Look at Mick Gray's like, holy shit, I almost died.
Hey, that's twice, 2 sessions in a row that Braun Mirrors almost died.
I did
Sounds
not
like
realize
you're
that you had taken that hard a hit.
Yeah.
Of course, then
30 points or something.
He's only got 35 hit points. So
oh man.
Yeah,
And
it was a
did
big hit.
30, and it did 30.
I was lucky to have passed and also be resistant to necrotic. So I only took
So
a hit.
I will never get those hit points back, right? or
The 2.
It's something you're gonna have to investigate. You have a curse,
okay?
so
We
remove
can break the
curse.
curse.
Greater restoration you can try. There's things that you can do.
Okay.
You can seek out.
I mean, it don't matter.
Yeah, it's just a curse effect.
And thankfully, it's only 2 hit points, not all 30.
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
who's your MVP vote, JD?
Man, I think tonight I think I'm gonna have to go with Manic tonight for my MVP, because man, he rolled in there and he kept the complete focus of all the melee fighters on him, which left the rest of us free to just go nuts. I mean, he tanked like a big dog and freaking rocked it.
Awesome. Samwise, you're up.
This gets inspiration, right? For whoever we vote for in the end.
MVP. So stars is like what you liked about the game. Wishes is like what you didn't like about the game or something that I can work on. And then there's the MVP vote. But you don't have to do stars and wishes if you don't want to.
Well, I like that you gave the opportunity of a spell book. So, yeah, I like that. I guess I'll just skip the MVP. If mechanically, I would give it to Tiz, since he's the only one without inspiration. Otherwise, if it wasn't dependent on that, I'll basically give it to Manic.
I'll take that shit.
Tiz?
Seconded.
I do currently have inspiration that I keep forgetting to use. Like when I rolled a natural 1.
Two.
I realized that after the fact. I was
You
like,
actually had 2,
yes,
remember?
Yeah.
You actually have 2 inspiration because I gave you that special one.
that is true. One day I'll use it.
Big.
I mean, when you fail your finger of death, saving throw, I'm sure you'll use
Power
it.
word kill.
Yeah,
All
just
right,
had
Tiz,
somebody
stars, wishes.
fail both.
I like this one. I'm really liking the rhythm we're getting to. I think as far as the person who did the most talking, I would have to say JD gets my star, but someone who I think is going to be really, really important to the party is probably, well, everyone. But Sam gets half a star. Can I give everybody a half a star?
Yeah, there you go.
That's just what I'm feeling.
I tell you what, if you don't have inspiration on your sheets, guys, just mark it. This was a really good session.
What if I have 2 inspiration? Can I?
Hey, you do. No.
I'm not going to use it.
It's going to be problems.
Now, see, what's killing me is Eric's complaining about, man, I lost 30 hit points. I lost 2 permanent hit points. Dude, you had inspiration. How come you didn't re-roll that saving throw?
Shut up.
He was counting my inspiration.
But hey, man. But hey, man.
Reminded me.
I'm a bad guy if I remind you about stuff, remember?
No, only if you rules lawyer me. I had rules lawyered myself, so
I saw that.
I was proud of that.
You done good.
We're going to sign off from the live. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. Thanks for the new follows. Thanks for everybody who's